The region map allows you to take a complex shape and split it up into several shapes which can be used individually or in conjunction, eventually resembling the complex shape they have been extracted from. A region map can hold up to 6 regions, which can also be split into separate shapes for the left and right side, creating a total of 12 shapes. The resulting shapes are normalized against each other, which means that no collision effects are happening in the overlapping areas. Region maps are not tied to individual shapes, but can be used with any blend shape target. To enable the region map, open the Preferences and from the UI Elements tab activate Region Map. This will display the region map folder in the main Shapes window. To set up a region map, click the New Region Map button to open the Region Map Settings window. Enter a new name for the map. Give each region you want to create its own name. It's possible to right-click the name field and choose from the predefined names in the list. If you want to set up your own predefined region names, go to the Preferences and from the Globals tab, set your list of names in the Region Map section. All names are comma separated. For each region you can choose if it should be split, resulting in a separate shape for the left and right side. Splitting a shape also uses the blend value, which defines how soft the transition between the two shapes is. The blend value works in Maya units and acts the same way as when splitting a shape from the channel actions. By default, the resulting split shapes get the site identifier L_ and R_. If you like to add a custom identifier, left-click the identifier field and choose the one you prefer. If the split should not be performed in a linear way, but based on a custom weight map, left-click the field to the right of the split checkbox and choose an existing weight map from the list. To finish setting up the region map, press the Set button. The region map is now loaded and ready for editing. The name is displayed in the current region map field. The settings for the region map are not yet saved to a file but only kept in memory. If you would create a new map or load an existing, the current map would be lost. If you need to edit the region map settings after the map has been created, press the Edit Region Map button. The second row of buttons below gives you access to painting the defined regions. Each colored button represents a region, and only the regions with a defined name are active. The tooltip displays the name of the region. To start painting the regions, press the Paint Regions button. This prepares the scene for painting, but the brush is not active yet because you first need to define which region you want to paint. Press one of the active region buttons to activate the brush. The mesh is now displayed in black, indicating that all weights are set to 0. Paint on the mesh to define the area of the current region. You can use the channel slider to dial the effect of the current target shape in or out to verify the area of influence. Right-click the region button to get access to various commands, such as setting the brush color or setting all vertices to black or white. You can also use an existing weight map to define the current region. Select the weight map from the Shape Weights list and choose Set from Weight Map. For now, I leave my map rather simple. To continue with the next region, press the Next Colored button, which puts you into editing mode for a new region. Regions are normalized against each other, which means that overlapping areas are automatically blended. To see the effect, you can partially paint over the same areas of the model, which also have been painted over while editing the previous region. If you now switch back to the first region, you will notice that the overlapping areas don't appear in pure white anymore, but rather have a gray color indicating that they now have a value of less than 1. This way, there's only a limited need to define the smoothing between different regions, just because Shapes automatically takes care of the normalization. To get a better overview of the distribution of the regions across the model, you can visualize the region as a color representation. Press the Color Wheel button to display the color-coded regions. This mode has no editing functionality, but is merely for visualization. All vertices displayed in black are not yet assigned to any region and will be left out when extracting the separate target shapes. You can also display any partial weights as a black and white representation, indicating areas which are not or only partially assigned to regions. Only black-colored areas are fully assigned. Simply toggle between the two display modes by pressing the respective button. To leave the visualization mode, press the button of the current display mode again. After finished with painting all regions, press the Paint Mode button again to leave the Paint tool. The map is now stored as a file and appears in the region map list. The file gets saved to the current project's data folder below Shapes, Regions and the current blend shape node name. If you're editing a region map, but you're unsure about your edits, you can cancel out of Paint Mode and return to the last saved state by right-clicking the Paint Mode button and choosing Cancel. All paint actions while being in Paint Mode are only stored in memory, but are not yet applied to the map file. The map file will only get altered when leaving Paint Mode. Double-click the name in the list to edit the map name, or right-click to delete the map file. To load a different map rather than using the one which is currently active, select the map in the list and then press the Load Region Map button. The name of the map appears in the current region map field and all assigned region buttons become active. To finally create the individual target shapes based on the currently loaded map, select the shape in the list which should act as the source for the extraction, and then press the Extract Region Map to Targets button. The new target shapes are created accordingly. If you need to refine your region map, the associated targets need to be updated as well. The process is the same as extracting the targets the first time. Select the source shape and press the Extract Region Map to Targets button. In case the extracted targets already exist, they will be overridden by the extraction process. You can also create individual weight maps from the currently loaded region map by pressing the Export Region Map as Weight Maps button. The new maps automatically appear in the Shape Weights list. When you're done with editing a region map, you can unload the map from the scene by right-clicking the Load Map button and choosing Unload.